meaning the association of the Prophet ﷺ. Association of those who inherit his ways and his teachings and his secrets, the awliya Allah. This whole world, in reality, they're looking for association. But who are you going to associate with? This is very important. Don't look so much what that one has. Because so many people, okay, sohbat is happening, all the women and the children now, inshallah rahman, for a little while. You're going to come down a little bit, listen to sohbat, later you can jump up and down. And so, who are we associating with? This is important. Again, it is the intention. What is your intention? What do you want from it? In reality, so many people have wrong intentions. This is why the tasawwuf came, to clean people up from their intentions. It is not really to clean them from their actions. Actions, everybody knows the actions. Everybody knows to say shahadat, to go up and down 5 times, to everything, everyone knows. But it is the intention, why you're doing it. Then to look and to find out, oh, in reality my intention, it is not clean. Then to start cleaning. You don't clean your intentions by discovering it is pure. You clean your intentions, understanding your intentions are dirty. Then you can clean. Then you can purify. How many people coming and saying my intention is wrong? Or my intentions are dirty and I need to clean it. Understand? If we are not understanding first that what we bring, our intentions, they are dirty, then we cannot clean. The greatest intention, the greatest kalima. It is beginning with something that is not. It doesn't begin with something that is. It is not. What is not? La ilaha illallah. So what I'm saying first, to understand that your intention is wrong, or maybe that's too much for people. Say your intentions need to become better. Because these days if we say intentions is wrong, people immediately they get very upset. Say, who do you think you are? First thing they say, to tell me like that. Well, at least, alhamdulillah, I can say for myself that my intentions were wrong until I met my Shaykh. My shahadat was wrong until I met him. My prayers were wrong. My fasting, my zakat, everything was wrong until I met. Maybe by action, it's correct. It looks okay. Maybe by action, the whole world is going to say, you're okay. But the intention now. Because we're discovering, oh, I only pray when I want something from Allah. Oh, I'm only praying in holy nights and days because I want something more from Allah. So we don't know how to ask. Open that door. There. We don't know how to ask, what to ask. So we need someone then to teach us that. We need association then to teach us. That's what the prophets, they came. They say, what you're worshipping, you're worshipping. You understand? People were worshipping, were they not? Not like today's people, they don't worship nothing. In the old days, people were worshipping. But it is the wrong Lord. This is made up. And in reality, that wrong made up Lord is actually a reflection of you. That you make it to be like that. But you know, by your intelligence, close the door, by your intelligence, by your tradition, by your common sense, by what the holy people say, you know this is not right. Then you hold on to it because it gives you your identity. You made your own identity all around to build around that idol now. So you now, in reality, you become that idol becomes you. You have to break that first. You have to say, La ilaha illallah. Now, the one who is coming is going to teach you about who that Allah is. If you already know why Allah is sending the prophets. And continuously Allah is sending the awliya Allah. It didn't end there. Nubuwat ended, yes, definitely. Khatam al-Nabi, alayhi salatu wassalam, it ended. But his teachings did not end. This is the Jihadul Akbar. Teachings, it did not end. To say now, you no longer have that physical thing where you can see. Now, because you are people of the Akhir Zaman, it's even more subtle than that. It's more refined than that. So now, always you have to have the inheritors of the prophets now. He's going to say, you look, you're thinking you're worshipping. But just like Shaykhul Akbar, Qadasallahu Sir, may Allah raise his station forever and his himmat be on us through our Shaykh, inshallah. Which is why that one, Hazrat Ibn Arabi says to the people who just came back from the masjid, he says, the Lord that you just worshipped, it is under my feet. And the people did not understand. They think he's making blasphemy. Thinking that he said, oh, he's declaring himself the highest Lord, to say that Allah is now under his feet. They're not understanding, because what was he saying? He's saying, now, if you go to that masjid, if you pay attention, I'm going to give you a piece of gold, every single one of you. Because people were going and entering, their hearts were completely empty. Empty when they begin, empty when they come out. They don't even remember what is the Zamu Surah. The second surah after the Fatiha. They were not listening. Their hearts were somewhere else. Physically it was there, it is there. But their hearts are something else, somewhere else. Because he just tested them to say, if you remember, I'm going to give you gold. In the masjid, Allah and his angels and the awliya Allah, they are there, they give jewels to people. Jewels. But because their hearts, they are sealed. Not only empty, they are sealed. They don't remember anything, they don't put inside anything. They go empty, they come empty. They become more donkey. But the moment when Hazrat Ibn Arabi says, I'm going to give you gold, they all woke up, they all listened very carefully to everything. So they were going to the masjid to worship because of what? Because of Allah or because of gold? Because of gold, because of the dunya, which is why he says, the Lord that you worship, for in reality, you came there to get that reward. It is under my feet. Huh? It is under my feet. And they misunderstood him. No. Shaitan is making them to misunderstand. Because it's not only them, so many others were. So many other scholars, so-called. Sit down quietly. Sign of a munafiq. He's saying, no, The Lord that you worship, it is under my feet. And they killed him for that. We are talking about it now, and it's fitting. So now associations will make you to think. Human being thinks. An animal does not think. The one that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given the Khilafat to represent him thinks. And the association must make you to think, who am I? Who is my Lord? What have I done? What is my intention? Why am I doing this? Same questions in reality that they are going to ask you on the Day of Judgment. Same question. Who is your Lord? Who are you worshipping today? I'm worshipping Allah. Are you worshipping Allah because He is your Lord? Or are you worshipping Allah because you want something from Him? Only, or for the most part, would you worship Him if He's not granting you anything? Don't be so quick to say yes. That means you have no idea about your ego too. You're being so sure, you're being so proud to say, yes, I'm going to worship. He's going to put you to the test. Then what's going to happen? You were not worshipping Him when He gave you everything. Bruh. When He gave you everything, you were being more and more disobedient to Him, more and more idiot to Him. You forgot about those days? Now when I'm saying, are you going to worship Him when He doesn't give you anything? Yes, I'm going to. Huh? When He's giving you everything, you're not worshiping. You think you're going to worship when He doesn't give you anything? Allah doesn't have to. He is Lord. But He's giving everything. And every time you call Him, He says, I am here. I call you, you're not at home. But Allah is saying, call on me, and I will answer you. I'm closer to you than your own jugular vein. Call on me. This is what we're doing in zikr, to call on Allah. Maybe in your prayer you can be distracted here and there. So many words you're using, so many ideas coming. But the zikr is just saying Allah, 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 Allah. Now how much you can now say, you can wiggle out of that. You can escape from that. It's just calling. So if you don't have association to remind you of this, and this is coming to the heart, because the intention, it is the most important, the root of everything that we are doing. You clean the roots, the plants will grow nice and strong. Sometimes maybe nothing is going to come out. Some trees, it's years for them to come out, but the root has to really take the ground and everything. But now, 1, 2, 3, it can go. Who are you going to associate with now? Associate with the ones who call you to Allah. Associate with those ones who knows their Lord. Not for those who are just reading books. These days is what people do. Even giving sohbats, they're reading from books. be with those that because they are thinking, what are they thinking from what their Shaykh has said, and they're putting and they're reading their book every day. They're reading, they're thinking, reading and thinking. They're examining themselves, not others, not judging others, themselves. And they're taking that knowledge and they're making others who are listening to them. You want to sleep? Go up and sleep. Go. Go. Don't say, I'm very strict now. Maybe you want to sleep. Go and sleep. Don't be in torturement here. But if I say, I'm going to give you, I'm not one piece of gold. If I'm going to give you $20, you're going to stay awake. Everyone is going to be like this. Especially this one. It's going to stay awake. Correct? So what are you here for? Who are you worshipping? So if we're not understanding what we need to get rid of, how we can get rid of it, that's a time when your religion is just going to be something you're repeating over and over again, but you have no idea what it is because you're not thinking. Allah has given this command to everyone, not to those ones who consider themselves spiritual. This is for everyone. But for those who say, I want something more, I want to purify this, I'm doing this. You're not running to do more things. You're running to do your things more purer, more better, more taste. You'll come to the point, more you do, more you say, it's still empty. I'm just doing more. I feel good, but it's still empty. How am I going to make this to become something that is going to purify me? Slowly, you're going to put yourself to enter into that mode, into that situation where you say, I have now I have to enter into a seclusion. I have to cut myself off from everyone and just look and clean myself. How many enter into seclusion with wrong intentions, with wrong ideas? So many enter into seclusion to see lights and angels and saints and prophets. Some already saying that without entering into seclusion. And who was it who said, I traveled so far and I saw all these things, and I traveled even further and I flew even higher and I saw all these things. I'm making it very simple language. And I traveled even higher and I saw all these things, and then I come to realize what? It is all a game. Hazrat Ibn Arabi. It is all a game. However high you go, you're going to come back to yourself anyway. So, yes, take from those that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, they ask you no fee. They're clean. They're clean. Because whatever knowledge that comes, it's clean. Don't take from those who are doubtful. Especially don't take from those that you know that they are dirty. Even something pure comes to them, it becomes dirty. You understand? So then, when you understand this, you are cleaning your intentions. Then you're going to understand, what is it that you have to do in your life? What is it that you have to do? How are you now going to fight for truth? Not with the sword or the gun. How are you going to fight and stand up for the truth, for the sake of Allah? Then that time you're going to say, I'm not going to run to become a Renaissance man. Do you understand? Renaissance man. that I can do this and this and this and this and this. I'm not going to run. I'm going to run to do what is for me. Because all that time to get all that kind of knowledge, it is also over. The advice is to be up a mountain. Now, what are you doing trying to be a Renaissance man on top of the mountain? And that time, if it is for you to learn calligraphy, you're going to learn. If it is for you to learn how to recite Quran, it is for you. Maybe it is not for the other one. If it is for you now to be in the barn, you're going to be in the barn. It's for you to cook, you're going to carry that. But it's so difficult these days, you see. Even those things, so difficult to carry. Then how are you going to carry another thing and another thing to become complete? How you are. That's why they say don't worry. I want to learn the Quran. I want to learn Quran. We're speaking from Dergah. I'm not giving an answer a scholar is going to give, or ustaz, or imam is going to give. I'm a simple person. I'm going to give an answer that our Shaykh has given, that I'm not the only one who heard these teachings. Almost all of you, you've heard this teaching before. You can verify it if you want. I want to become Hafiz. I want to learn the Quran. You know how to enter the toilet? Yeah, I just put my legs in there. To you, no need for you to learn the Quran. Because you don't even know how to enter into a toilet. Correct? Speaking regular language now. You don't even know which position now to use. What are you going to learn from the Quran now? That's why in the old days, Shaykh Efendi said, old days in the Dergahs, the Shaykhs, they don't accept Hafiz. The one who memorized the Quran, the Shaykhs, they say, you're a Hafiz, oh, go very far away from me. But Shaykh, I want to go very far away because you're carrying the Quran. There is an amanat that even made the mountains to crumble. I am not going to be responsible whatever wrong that you're doing because you're carrying the Quran. I'm your Shaykh, I'm not going to be responsible. They refuse. These days, parents are sending their children to become Hafiz. Swallowing the Quran is no further than from their throat. Meanwhile, we know what happens in those Quran schools. Teachers turning left and right. We know what happened in the Muslim schools. Teachers turning left or right. Whatever that you find in public schools, worse is there. So what does it mean to be a Hafiz of the Quran or to learn the Quran? Just to memorize like that? Wrong reason. Now they're going to accuse me, saying, he's stopping people from learning the Quran. He's stopping people from memorizing. You can say that. That's okay. We come from the tradition of those who say, your Lord that you worship is under my feet. May Allah not test me. They misunderstand. Why not? They're going to misunderstand our Shaykh's words. They're not my words. It's our Shaykh's words. So they go into the bathroom. Astaghfirullah. Now, we have to, because we come to Ahir Zaman, we have to speak these kind of things. They don't even know how to enter. They don't know whether they're going to sit or stand or lie down. Astaghfirullah. Are you understanding why? Are you understanding now you're not clean? You're not in taharat physically. You think that you're clean. Allah knows if you know how to clean yourself. Then what are you going to learn? I'm not stopping anyone. If you still insist that you want to learn, go and learn. I'm not responsible. You're going to be responsible. So now learning to become more complete, to get more knowledge and learning. Whatever that you have right now, are you learning it? Are you learning it well? Do you know your job well? Do you know it inside and out? Do you understand the intention? Do you understand where you're going with this? Can you teach other people to bring goodness to this world? You cannot. Then don't dream about doing something else. You're only going to repeat and put the burden on yourself. You understand? then you're going to do it for the wrong intention. And if you do it for the wrong intention, even if it is the best thing that you're doing, but it is a wrong intention, they put a big X there, because the intention is wrong. Understand? Your intention is right. You're doing everything. You really want to learn the Quran, for example. You're doing everything properly, because your heart is now so dry, you're so passionate now, with a little bit of a flame, a little bit of fire, now everything is going to catch on. Oh, that's the time you can mispronounce words, just like Hazrat Bilal did. What's he saying? You remember? Because Bilal is not here. Even when he mispronounced, it's Prophet ﷺ likes it because his heart is pure. We've come to the first Jahiliyyah. This is the second Jahiliyyah. That same age. You understand? Now, what's worse, we're going to have people now reciting as people are giving lectures, talking about Islam for money, for a lot of money. And it becomes a show. Something that is so beautiful, it becomes a show. Something that is so beautiful, it becomes a show, and it's done for money, it becomes very cheap. Curse comes to it. Do you understand? Some value there, but not too much. More curses coming with it. May Allah save us from that, inshallah rahman. This much is enough. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Al-Fatiha.